You're now watching a clip from the Inspired by show. You can watch the full episode on our YouTube channel or listen on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed it, and follow the show. What advice do you give to people or how do you even handle it, dealing with, what I would call the negative Nellies, the people that have always got a negative opinion to have, and balancing which opinion do we listen to?
It's a good question. How do I deal with it? Do you know what, guys? I'm not saying I deal with it. I don't deal with it. I don't, because it depends who it comes from. Like if it comes from the trolls of social media, that is like a hidden account, someone who, because when I was posting during furlough, people were saying things like, I hate your voice and you look like you've had surgery, or actually suggesting I have surgery on my face. But I was like, but who is user 1268575? I'm like, I don't know, but like, don't worry about it. Like, don't worry about it. Like that's the stuff I don't care about. Even if they pick a point about myself that I don't like, I'm like, who is this person? I don't care. But the ones I do care about is when it catches me off guard. It's the ones that I believed in. It's the ones that I spoke highly of. It's the ones that made me feel like there was a couple that have put me on a pedestal, right, and made me feel like we're solid, so solid that I even invited them to my wedding. And like, I thought like we're friends. It's like if you just turned around, Chloe, and just suddenly like stabbed me in the back, I will go all Don Corleone on you. Like literally, how dare you disrespect me? Because I've given you, I give you so much trust and love, and I like hype you up. And then when you let me down from such a high pedestal, as in we're both up there together, like not just me, like as in we're up there together, our relationship is strong, and you let me down, that I take that really hard. And that might take me a while to get over. And yeah, there's been times where I've been, I don't even know if to say it out loud on a podcast, but yeah, there's been times I've been called things that I'm like, why did you say that? Like, why would that come from you? You, like, why did you do this to me? And it feels really hard, really hard. So I don't know what. Do you know what? One thing I did do, if I need to give you a strategy or a top tip, it's not going to be applicable to everybody, I promise you. This is going to sound really like off piece, but I pray. Like, I can't say any other way. Like, I pray to understand, like, what is the lesson in this? Like, there's going to be a bigger picture. This means something. Like, it didn't just happen by accident. Like, what does it mean? And I just asked for, like, first patience with it and forgiveness. I'm like, please just help me forgive. Like, help me be forgiving. Don't have to forget. Forgiving and forgetting is two different things. I'm not forgetting anything. Gonna keep that in my back pocket, but how can I just live with peace? Because if that toxic thing is living in my body, that's going to affect me negatively. That's your problem. What you've just said, that's a you problem. You keep that in your belly, let that stew in you. I'm not letting it affect me. So whilst it did bite and pinch, I try and like find a way of peace with it. Maybe they need help. If they can talk that foul, like if that stuff comes out of their mouth, that they need assistance. Yeah,
I totally agree. And you're right. It's not, the word praying isn't necessarily applicable to everyone, but I think actually the concept is, I'm not very I'm spiritual, I'm not religious. And so I always pray in my way through my meditation, my journaling, and it's all the same thing. It's just about believing that there's always a lesson. And I'm always saying like, what's the lesson in this? And it might be a good thing, it might not be a good thing, but there's always a lesson. And I think if we approach life with an open mind, that we're forever students, we're forever learning, we're forever kids in some way, shape or form. We're always the one that's brand new, first day at school in so many different ways, and it's just about pivoting and adapting to that.